Welcome, everyone. This is your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have dice, miniatures, game master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment, and make sure that you use my code for a special discount. Tonight, I wanted to talk about the error of perception when it comes to campaign length, specifically campaign modules, those that are perhaps even legendary modules, popular modules that you hear about all the time. The Temple of Elemental Evil, Barrow Maze, the Secrets of the Ancients campaign for Traveler, Curse of Strahd. So many campaigns out there. They are huge, they are long. The Rod of Seven Parts, the Pendragon campaign. They are huge, right? Like, wow, what an epic module. I'll never get a chance to run it. I'll never get a chance to play it because there is misconception, even by the authors of such modules, that the campaign could take a year or more, several years, so much time. How can you play such a long campaign? Now there are those that are thinking, well, my group is super hardcore, and we played that campaign for 3 years, and we also finished this other campaign after 4 years. But we are hardcore, but that creates the illusion again. There is no gate. Some could look at it as gatekeeping, but there is no gate because depending on how you run the campaign could take months, weeks. I'll tell you why that length of the campaign is artificially extended or perhaps erroneously extended. So that many people out there that want to get into tabletop RPGs and want to experience those legendary campaigns and modules, they don't feel as if they have to spend who knows how many years to finish the campaign. So I'm going to point out the things that actually make such campaigns so long. How many times I've heard so many times when my players we finish a campaign, different modules, and they are like, "Wow, I have heard that campaign you needed like a year to finish it." Oh, what? Even a single scenario, you're supposed to need like 8 or 6 hours to finish that module, and we finished it in 2 hours. So where lies the secret to finishing those campaigns within a reasonable amount of time? We'll have many other games to play, many other hobbies. That is without counting our jobs, our everyday lives, our duties, our time spent with family. As long as you have role play, you can have 30 minutes of role play. And because you are role playing, you play so much. What usually takes some others like 2 or 3 hours, for you it takes like 30 minutes or 1 hour. And why is that? Why? Because there are many moments during a session where people are not role playing at all. They're constantly making jokes, they're constantly talking, they're constantly asking questions out of character to the game master, they're constantly making comments about what they saw on the TV show, what they read about when they played this video game. So much wasted time. So when you are about to cross a bridge, a lot of players go, uh, what does the bridge look like? Uh, can I use a spell like a feather fall or no, levitate to move across the bridge? Are there enemies? Do I hear something? Do I smell something? Can I just crossing a single bridge? You should always be cautious in your adventures, of course. You want to be aware of the dangers, and roleplay solves it in an instant. I look around the bridge and smell around as well, attempting to perceive the threats. I look for enemies around the bridge. I approach it and touch it to see if it's sturdy enough. Whatever. As long as you do that, the game master provides the necessary information. And the game master, if it is a good game master, wants to provide as many details as possible as long as the player is describing his or her action. So all of those campaigns, barrow maze, mega dungeon type of campaign, instead of um, is the room dark? Is can I see inside the room? Can I is there something in the ceiling? Is there something in the ceiling? Yeah, are there footprints? I approach the entrance to the room carefully. As I look around for suspicious signs and poke the ceiling with my 10-foot pole. And now all of the information is provided by the game master who is playing the role of the world, who is pretty much serving as the senses for the player characters. What they see, what they smell, what they hear. Just because you are role playing. So eliminate all of those out of character moments, and you're going to speed through the campaign without rushing things. Because it's actually not speeding up the campaign, it's actually playing it at the length, at the pace it should be played. And like I said, it's ridiculous. Sometimes the authors themselves don't realize that their campaign is actually pretty playable. I have finished campaigns that supposedly took 1, 2, or even 3 years in a year, a few months, a few weeks, and just because of that. So imagine now you have a plethora, a gallery of so many legendary models out there, all of those incredible campaigns that you read about and you hear about, but you never get to play. All of those mega dungeons, all of those region spanning campaigns or across the universe in this space fantasy where you're moving from planet to planet and wow, right? Oh, I would never get to play those because you need like 1 or 2 years. No, role play solves everything. As I always say, role play solves everything. And you will breeze through it without breezing through it. You will move through it quickly without rushing things because you are playing it at the pace that is supposed to be played, a reasonable pace, a pace that does not delay the game, that does not waste everyone's time. And you could be thinking, well, there is no rush, right? But yes, but here's the thing. Like I said, sometimes people have busy lives. In current times, I would say most people have very busy schedules. Sometimes you have more work than other times. Sometimes you need to cancel the session. Sometimes a person changes their lifestyle completely. If you used to play at the table, at the physical table, now you move away for whatever reason and you try to play online, but the connection is terrible, so you can no longer play with your friends. So many things could happen. Somebody could get sick. So imagine that you're playing the campaign, and because you delayed by fooling around, by asking questions, by making out of character jokes constantly, by interrupting the session, talking about your day to day life, what happened at work, all of that time wasted, and now you didn't complete not even fifth or a sixth or a seventh or whatever of the campaign. And don't get me wrong, if you want to socialize, you can socialize before and after the campaign, after the session, the adventure, the scenario. You can socialize when you get to the place that you're going to play. Oh, how are you? How have you been? How was your day? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, now it begins. You begin to play. You finish playing. Oh, that was great. That was amazing. You know, it reminded me of that part in that movie or in that comic book you said. So please consider this because there are so many amazing modules, incredible campaigns out there, and you are missing out on all of them. Of course, you can also create your own campaigns, but that also applies. What if you create a campaign and you never get to finish it because so much time was wasted instead of actually playing your campaign? So thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. You can also check out the information in the description, the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, in tabletop role playing games, you are not having conversations about your characters. You're not having a conversation about your characters. You're experiencing the game world as your characters. Once again, thank you and see you later.